Hi, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about where you should move to in Philadelphia. So you may have watched some of my videos and you're probably or watched other YouTube videos and is thinking about making the move to Philadelphia. And I had done several videos about the different neighborhoods of Philadelphia and what it's like to live here, and you can make that move to Philadelphia. So I figured maybe I can answer a different question, answer this question different, or maybe phrase a little differently, is where should you move to Philadelphia if you have any questions? So I figured that I'll try and do like something and at the end of the day, it does come down to what you're looking for and where you need to be at. Philadelphia area, just to describe it a little bit more in detail, is that the Philadelphia area consists of city as well as the surrounding suburbs, which includes you have the city and you have the counties. So that's what we say. It's like the neighboring suburbs. So once you leave and Philadelphia is a county in and of itself. The city of Philadelphia is Philadelphia County, and that has about 51 neighborhoods plus neighborhoods and zip codes in the entire municipality of the city of Philadelphia. Thus why our property taxes are so low, because you have so many neighborhoods condensed into one county. A lot of neighborhoods, a lot of streets, a lot of surface area just consist of that. Outside of the city, you have the counties, and the counties consist of Delaware County, Montgomery, Chester, and Bucks County. So that's about 4, but you can add Berks if you would like. And as well as, but that's just on the Pennsylvania side. I mean, some people say that there's a lot in Jersey. It's just in Delaware. It's just literally right across the bridge to go over into Jersey, and right over the border to go down into Delaware. Delaware, you don't have to pay any tolls to get in, but when you go to Jersey, you cross the bridge. It's free to get over to Jersey, but when you leave Jersey, you gotta pay about $5 to leave the area, unless you live closer to like New Hope and like Bucks County, where I think like a little bit further up where the tolls could be free. But most people, they just take Ben Franklin down over the bridge. But anyway, in Walt Whitman and Commodore Barry, Betsy Ross, but in Tacony Bridges. But that's not what this video is about. But anyway, it's like where you should move to. It just really comes down to what you're looking for in your area, in your desired place to live in, because Philadelphia, there's a lot that goes on in Philadelphia. So if you want to be in the city, like say if you want to buy in the city, you may want to be downtown, where you have the bustling nightlife of Northern Liberties, of Center City. You can enjoy Manayunk and some other places. You can in Fishtown as well. Fishtown as well. But yeah, we have bustling nightlife down there as well. We also have, or you may just want to be more you just like the main streets, like I said, like in some place like where you can shop as well, and you can walk the streets of Chestnut Hill, while Germantown Avenue. There's millions of shops there. There's Rittenhouse Square, where there's upscale shopping as well. And Manayunk also has a main street. Fishtown has a main street as well. And oh yeah, South Street. I forgot about South. Can't forget about South Street for the nightlife. But yes, but yeah, you can enjoy all that stuff, and as well as or you may just want to have something where you're close to cafes, parks, everything has a really great walkable score or bicycle score where you can just basically walk and ride your bike anywhere. It's not so much as a food desert in some areas. You have places such as Graduate Hospital where there is a really great walkable score and everybody bikes around. That's a part of Southwest Center City. You could live in Rittenhouse Square as well. There's a lot of cafes and a lot of stuff that goes on over there. And you know, parts of Fiddler Square as well. Manayunk, like it's like endless. Like there's, and I know I'm keep saying the same neighborhoods over and over, but you know, those are not the only neighborhoods that are in Philadelphia. You may like to be up in the Northeast where you have Mayfair, where it's a little bit more quieter. You have more. It's a little bit more it's a little bit more of a suburban feel when you go further up the boulevard going towards Mayfair, the far northeast, Somerton, and all those other, and Torresdale, where you have more a little bit more single family style homes detached, and you have like your yard, you have your garage. It's not as dense as some other parts when you're further south into and deeper into the city. And up in the Northeast, you have a little bit more arm room to kind of wiggle room to kind of move around. You're not so much on top of each other. Don't get me wrong. We still have our row homes all throughout the city, regardless of where you go. There's always going to be some type of row homes in the neighborhood. It may be a couple blocks. But regardless, we are always known for our row homes. But it also depends on the architecture there and what you're looking for. If you desire parking in some of these areas, a lot of the row homes, they do have one-car driveways in the back of the row homes where you can go down the alley and you can have your parking there. Or, you know, and it's not even so much a driveway, it's just probably a space behind your house that's big enough that you can park your car for that. And even but there is always ample street parking, and like and also in some other places you may just want to get away from it all. You may just decide you want to live in the counties too as well, where you do have more, obviously, the traditional suburban feel, where you know you have your school district, you have your local police department, you got your local fire department, you got everything in that municipality, and they control the borders of within that municipality. So there's over 100 towns and municipalities in the counties as well. So Philadelphia consists of so much more than just the city and suburbs. You also have the main line as well, but I'll get into that in another video. So it really, like at the end of the day, this is kind of like a broad scope, like kind of to help you pinpoint as to where you may want to go, or you may just want to decide you want to look in either one or the other, and you just want to pick which one fits your budget, where you think that you can grow and thrive in the city. But yeah, like if like a lot of people from where you should move to, like everybody desires to live in a good area. That's all I hear as an agent is, oh, I want to live in a good area. What are the good areas? Where I can't really tell you which area is a good area, because my definition of a good area could be different from your definition of a good area. But anyway, it's just like it depends on what you're looking for. Obviously, it depends on if you want to be close to the grocery stores and the shopping, if you want to be close to a main street, which a lot of people do. They like to be close to a main street where it's like they have the festivals and they can walk up and down the streets. They feel like they can do that. And some people just like to be close to work, obviously, want to be within a couple minutes. And some people like I'll take for instance like myself and my family. We're planning a move really soon, and we are Like, and now it's getting to the point as to where we want to move to. And we kind of have some areas in mind that we're thinking of, not only due to, like, obviously affordability is the most important thing right now, but we also want to be in an area where we can grow our children, where we can, you know, where we can see ourselves being there for a long time, like while our children is going through, while they're growing up. So we just really want, and you could probably hear my kids upstairs screaming right now. But anyway, that's just what we're looking into. And it's like, my husband, he lives in an area where, you know, he lives in a really good area. He works in a good area where I wouldn't mind wanting to move to, but then again, it's the affordability. Can we really afford that area? Can we afford to live anywhere near that area? And we don't want to necessarily stay where we are at now. So, but when it comes down, after having lots of conversations, my husband's like, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes for my family. If it's best to move somewhere and I gotta drive, like, whatever, how many hours, like, not hours, but whatever minutes I have to drive, I'm willing to do, because I care more about my family. But that's a decision that my husband had made. Whereas I made that decision together, and it's up to him, because at the end of the day, me to being like a real estate agent, I'm like, okay, let me find out what is the best areas where he doesn't have to drive all the time, where it's not going to be a pain in the behind. But it depends. But then again, it comes down to what your individual wants and needs and goals are. Like, if you care more about school, like school districts is it, you know, that's great. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. You just want to be in a good school district. You work in X neighborhood or X town. And you can be able to make it to that job, you know, by train. Or you're able to take the drive over there. You know, that's all well and good, because Philadelphia is more than just, you know, it's not a city where you have to have a car. It's sort of speak. Some places you do need it. It's a little bit easier, because once you get out into the counties, once you get a little bit further into, the more further out of the city you get, a little bit more harder it may be to get to where you need to go, if you need to travel into the city. But there's always regional rail, there's always public transportation. We have the regional rail, we have the trolleys, we have the buses. But then again, not everybody likes to ride the bus, but who knows, but that could be you. So but anyway, that is it. That was basically my video. Pretty short about, you know, talking about where you should move to in Philadelphia. And, you know, if you have any questions, you can always feel free to reach out to me. I mean, my information is down below. You can probably Google me. And if you can please do me a favor, and this will really help me out, is if you can please hit the like button. It really helps the channel out. I normally say this in the beginning of the video, but I forgot. Thanks for watching this video. Over on the side, you may find this video to be of interest to you. You could please click that video so that you can see what that could be of interest. If you're interested in my content about learning about what's it like to live in Philadelphia, and also, if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? For real, what are you really waiting for? Click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when I drop a video. Thanks, and I will see you on the next one.